Okay, Jason here, KuiuSouth this morning. Gonna do something a little different today. Been showing y'all my truck videos and tractor videos. Today I'm gonna show you our whitetail deer farm. This is what I do for a living, how I feed my family. Been doing this since we kind of got into this about 2001. So I've been waiting on the right time to kind of share this with y'all. We just started having babies, so I thought this would be kind of the start, the beginning of it, and show you this process. So it's just breaking daylight, and this is my every morning routine when I'm not going hog hunting or something. Get up and feed the deer, take care of them, check for babies and all this stuff. So we're gonna get started in my little process that I do every morning and show y'all what we do. We'll be back. Okay, y'all, this first pen we're going in is a group of bucks I got growing out. These things y'all gonna see is pretty big. So we've been AIing or artificial inseminating for years. Like I said, we started fooling with this in about 2001. So these things are big. We've learned a whole lot about genetics. These deer's got deep pedigrees. We know what they are, what they're out of, their mamas, daddies, grandmas, grandpas, great grandmas and grandpas. So we've AI'd so long now, we've just about slowed down on that and got it with our genetics are so deep, we've decided to start live breeding, just doing it naturally and getting some really good bucks. So let's go in here and take a look at these bucks and give them some feed and make sure everything's all right, and then we'll start looking for babies. Those bucks are growing out pretty good. Okay, y'all, I feed these deer their sack feed, which what I feed is a 13%. I found that that's all I want to feed. I don't feed the 18 and stuff. I just feed a 13% pellet. And I also feed them this hay. It's a half alfalfa, half orchard grass. It's about 16 to 17% protein. And I come in here every day, and what they get on the ground, I clean up, take care of them. These deer really need this hay roughage, just like a deer anywhere. They need that roughage to make that rooming work right. So I come in here every day and clean up after them and refreshing their troughs. I got the hay cleaned up. Now I'm gonna put the feed in here. I'm gonna put everything on the shed today because it's supposed to rain. These deer this time of year, they're eating about 4.5 pounds of this feed per head per day, which is about twice what they'll be doing in the winter. It's amazing. A lot of people think they eat a lot in the winter, but this time of year is when they eat in the summer, when they're pushing these horns. Okay, y'all, what I'm doing now, I'm in one of my first doe pens. What we're gonna do is zigzag back through here, back and forth through the pen and look for new babies. There's one that I found a couple of days ago and took care of, a little girl. Okay, here's one that's born last night. I'm finna ease up here and get all my medicine ready and get ready to put an ear tag in it. Show y'all how I do that. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I got her caught. Got two medicines that I'm gonna give her. One is a E. coli vaccine. And then the other is a probiotic paste, and it just puts plenty of good bacteria in their body just in case they're lacking a little bit, and give them a little jump start. Now this one's a doe, so I'm gonna tag her in the left ear, so it's easier to identify her. She's gonna squeal just a little bit probably, but just like somebody getting the ear ring, it's not bad. Well, she did good. She did good. Now what I'm gonna do is take this iodine and spray her umbilical cord. Yeah, baby, it's okay. All right, we'll let her go and go look for another one. Okay, we just found another one right here. I'm gonna get my stuff ready. It looks like it's gonna be a busy morning. Okay, y'all, got this one caught. This is a monster here. It's a big old girl. If it wasn't for this little stand, it'd be hard to do. You have to come in here 2, 3, 4 times a day. You never know when these mamas is gonna have them. And like I said, I like to know who mama is so I can keep up with these pedigrees. Yeah, that's good, ain't it, girl? But I saw the mama here just a minute ago, and I'll show y'all here in just a second how I know it's her. I see another baby over there. I'm gonna tag it first. Alright. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, let's spray her little belly button. Let that dry up real good. And go back to mama. There she is. If you don't catch these little boogers in the first few hours of birth, you won't catch them. They learn to run and go quick. Alright, I wanted to show y'all this mama real quick, how I know it is. You look right there in front of her hind quarter there, how sunk in it is. Yesterday, it was real full, but since she has them babies, it'll take 2 or 3 days for it to tighten back up. You can see that hollow spot there. That's how I know it's the mama. Okay, y'all, before I go any further, I want to introduce y'all to one of the little girls that I raised on a bottle. Not many people's ever seen a doe with horns, but she's got them. She's a pretty sweet girl. Good mama raises good babies every year. Okay, this right here is one of our hay feeders that I use for the does. I hadn't got over there and cleaned everything up yet, but if you noticed in the buck pen, I just put the hay in the trough. If you use one of these feeders like this time of year while their horns are growing out, I've learned in the past the hard way that their horns will get hung up in those bars. So I just started feeding them in their troughs, but I still feed the does in these hay feeders, and it doesn't make near as mess. Hey babies, hey baby. Okay, y'all, now I'm gonna show you one of our doe feeding stations here. I like these long troughs, so when these deer come in here, they got plenty of room to spread out and eat. A lot of times these deer come in here, if you got a little trough, a few will eat, and then when they all decide to go lay down, they all go lay down, and some don't eat. So I like to spread them out where they all can get something to eat and then go lay down. These deer here right now, they also eating about, if you include the hay, they eating about 5.5 pounds of feed per day, growing these babies and making milk and feeding these babies and keeping them healthy. Okay, what I'm going to show y'all now is one of our mineral stations. We made these things. You can put a bunch in them, but I'm in here with these deer every day, so I just put a little bit as they need it. One thing about this deer farm here, we've learned so much fooling with these deer. Like you never would have thought a deer would eat way more in the summer than they do in the winter. And this time of year, they hit these minerals way harder than normal. So this knowledge that we're gaining over the past, shoot, ever how long it's been, 16, 17 years on this breeding part of it, we can carry it on to the free range deer and help us out there too. So before I got any deeper in our management videos, I wanted y'all to know where we're learning and getting a lot of our information from. Okay, y'all, this pen I'm in now is a group of 1-year-old does. I like to separate these does when I wean them from their mamas and put them in a pen by themselves. And the reason I like to do that is these young deer, as they're growing, I like to feed them. I'll feed them quite a bit more than I do their mamas, because their mamas just don't need it when they get that full skeleton. These young deer are still trying to put on their full skeleton, so I like to pour it to them. Okay, y'all, this pen we're in now is nothing but yearling bucks. This is their first racks. Nice rack for a 1-year-old, and they're just getting growing out. But probably 85–90% of these bucks here were live bred, meaning that I didn't artificially breed them. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing. They're growing out real good. It's gonna kind of keep me from AIing so much. It's just showing how deep our genetics are and how good they are. So we're probably gonna start doing a lot more live breeding. And there's gonna be dandies. Okay, y'all, I'm in my last 2 doe pens here. These are our latest pens we put in. We put them in about 7–8 years ago. This used to be an old pasture, so got a lot of green grass in it. It's a little bit different than the other pens y'all have seen. If y'all notice over here, this grass here is a little bit taller. When I'm having babies, I come in here and cut this grass probably every 2 or 3 days. If you'll notice right here, you can see those 2 babies easy. Grass is cut. All right, let me back up over here. I'm gonna show y'all why I cut this grass, if I can find them. All right, I think that's it right there. You can't hardly see that baby there. And the reason I didn't cut that grass the other day, because there was babies laying here, so I'll catch them in a little while when they're not laying here, and Mama comes and gets them, and I'll cut that grass. I really like these pens. They're real clean. A lot of grass, a lot of grazing for them. We put the sheds up here for them to get under and eat. All right, we gotta go look for babies. Hey, we got a new one here we gotta take care of. Here's another example for y'all why I like to keep this grass cut, so I can get in here and find them and take care of them. That's a grown deer back there in the back, and then that baby right there is just hid. Okay, y'all, got another one I'm finna pick up. It's a little boy. So we're gonna tag him in his right ear so we can identify them. Bucks and does. Does in the left ear and bucks in the right. Hang on, buddy. All right. Hang on. Good boy. Get that out of the way. Got him that. And I've sprayed this tag with iodine also to disinfect it as it goes in. Ah, that wasn't bad. Okay. I'm gonna spray his umbilical cord and get that to dry up. Put him back with Mama. Okay, y'all, got my morning rounds done. A couple reasons I wanted to do that today. Number one, I wanted to show y'all what I do to feed my family. Number two, as we get a little deeper into some of these management videos, I wanted to show y'all how we get some of our knowledge. So maybe y'all know we might be a little lucky or going through things and learning stuff, so y'all know we're not just blowing smoke. But anyway, we enjoy what we do. We like learning about the deer, and we like carrying what we do for a living out in the wild and helping the wildlife out there in the wild. So anyway, y'all feel free to comment. We'll answer the questions and comments best we can. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.